Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to integrate checkstyle into your Maven lifecycle. To do that, we will create a Maven project to distribute your checkstyle rule set. We will start opening our Eclipse IDE. This is a fresh Eclipse install with just the M2E plugin. Okay, as soon as it's ready, we will create a project that will hold our checkstyle configuration. We just give it group ID, artifact ID, and we're going to use the default version and packaging. It's enough for us. We have previously created all our checkstyle configuration, so for this tutorial, we will just copy and paste the files into the project. We have split the checkstyle configuration into two different files. One checkstyle is used for normal projects, and the second checkstyle, which is a checkstyle API, it's used to enforce a little bit more documentation on those APIs projects. Also, we have a checkstyle suppression file. This file is very handy when you want to skip certain rules for, let's say, test classes. So we have everything ready now. Next step is just to build the project to be able to deploy the jar file into our local Maven repo. Okay, now we have everything ready to start using it. Next step, we will create a simple project which will contain just one class to show you how you will use the build tools project. Same as before, we're gonna give a group ID, artifact ID, and that's all. Now we're going to open the pom.xml into the sample project, and we will add the checkstyle Maven plugin into the build part. This will trigger the checkstyle verification as soon as we run the npm clean install. Just make sure that the dependency that you are using is the correct one from the build tools project. Verify that the checkstyle configuration that we are using is the one that we want, and you can decide either to fail the build or not in case of violations or errors. For our case, we're going to fail the build on any error or violation. That's the file that we were talking about. You may think it's a little bit strict to fail the build, but most of the times, at least in my experience, is that whenever you modify a Java class interface or whatever, you submit your code for review, and most of the reviewers will find different issues even if you just formatted the file. So to avoid spending time reviewing formatting changes that are not really useful, you can automate this even before the review with this checkstyle plugin. Now we're going to create a Java class. This is just for the tutorial, a very simple class that will contain just a variable, but I will show you different problems in this class detected by the checkstyle plugin. Okay, if you can see, it's a very simple class. No header, no documentation, and just a variable. Now we're going to run the Maven clean install on this project, and we will see the results. Okay, it has failed, and as you can see, it has failed because of the checkstyle Maven plugin. It has found 4 checkstyle errors. In the configuration we have created, we defined a property to generate a report. You just update or refresh the project, and you will find this report under target directory. This report will contain all issues in your project. For this example, you can see that simpleclass.java contains 4 different errors: missing copyright, missing package info, missing some Java doc, and the indentation was not right. Okay, so we will start by adding this documentation to fix one of them. We will fix just the documentation part. Then we build the project again. And now the number of checkstyle errors has decreased to 3. And you continue this over and over until you fix all the problems with your project. Using this may seem to be a little bit tedious, but if you mix this technique with also some Eclipse settings to try to automate as much as you can, this will be very powerful because Eclipse will be in charge of fixing most of the issues, like tabs or spaces instead of tabs, formatting, certain kind of things. In this case, we try to fix the indentation problem by using a tab, but as our checkstyle rules was expecting spaces instead of tabs, that's why it failed with some other error. Okay, so you can continue to fix all the problems, and that's it for now. Hopefully you will find this useful, and enjoy!